Hello Embers, welcome to the channel, Final Flame here, and today we are going to be reading the Genshin Impact manga. So today we are starting off with Chapter 0, aka the prologue. I cannot even remember what, oh yeah, Songs of the Wind, it's right there at the bottom. So yeah, but we are going to be reading this because there's quite a bit of, little tidbits that pertain to like Kole in the future for Sumeru. There's even some tidbits regarding Sinnoh. So I figured that, reading the manga for you guys, especially for those of you who, don't have time to read it or are interested in really reading the manga yourselves, I can read it for you and all you got to do is hit play on the video. But, without any further ado, let's get into it. Now, I might throw a little voices on it. I'm not really, much of a voice guy. I'm not a voice actor, so it might be a bit cringe, but I'm going to try my best to make it a quick and timely experience. But, without any more further ado, let's get started. Did I wake you up? Sorry. I hope you ate some herbs today. Go back to sleep. I'll be back with more herbs tomorrow. Dang, that's a dope picture. Not gonna lie. Offering that silent prayer, I see you, Vennessa. Vennessa. Lind. You should stay in the house. Look, Vennessa, it seems closer than before. Celestia's abode of the gods. It does seem close today, but you should head back to the house, Lind. The gods will be pleased with your recovery. Oh, Vennessa, will the gods grant you victory in battle if they're pleased? Can you choose not to go? I must fight for Lind and everyone. As for you, Lind, I'll be very pleased if you go back to sleep. Okay. Ooh, that hair. Yo, okay. How long have I slept? Mondstadt, Crown of the North. In the very beginning, Archon of the Wind, Barbados scattered the snow, clove the mountains, and sowed the grains, allowing his wandering kin to live off the bounties of this land. The Wind Archon then imparted his wisdom to the people. They brewed wine, built windmills, and wove the flying wings. He then set aside special festivals and celebrations to give his people joy after days of hard work. Pleased with what he had achieved, the god then took his lyre and set off for the wilderness. Genshin Impact Prologue, Songs of the Wind. Alright, here we go. But all that took place thousands of years ago. Mondstadt is now ruled by powerful magnates led by Lord Lawrence. The nobles own vast amounts of the wealth and power, which they then use to enslave the people. The holy days that Barbados set aside for the common folk are now exclusive privileges of the rich and corrupt. But the city also faces external threats. Ursa the Drake has attacked Mondstadt for many years. The magnates know they're safe as they own the means to appease the evil dragon. But recently, the dragon and its demonic minions had become rather active. So as usual, Lord Lawrence and his magnates came up with a plan. So this is the Lawrence clan, the Euless clan. So you're gonna learn a bit about them. Mondstadt, South Plaza, Commercial District. And that will be 5 silvers for the bard. Since silver is rare, the song for the square doth fetch 100 apples grown with loving care. Hey, just one? No, that's worth 10 coins. But I'll offer you a 1 coin discount for that fine-tuned Master Bard. A picky audience, one must admit. Another tune then to make you submit. How can one sing songs of pleasure in the lands of gnashing teeth? The gods were gone and left no treasure except for carts and ashen grief. Thus fine songs lack rules for measure, and no dreams do the folks believe. Man, okay, Venti got bars. In trepidation, the wind still sings. Fear not the darkness that evil brings. Feel on your skin the breathing of spring, the breaths of spring, herald of freedom, and the bane of kings. Doth this please you? Despite a complaint or two. Another song, please. Fine work, I must admit. Since you please my little girl, I suppose I can part with an apple. Wise choice, but make it a few. Lad, I know you're not from these parts. Word of advice, not everyone here is as friendly as I. One can hardly find any honest folks left. What do you mean? What happened to this city? Nothing much, Master Bard. The city is in peace, just as the Lord and his magnates want it to be. Make no mistake, they will keep it this way. But since you asked what's happening to the city, Ludi Harpastum will be held at the Heights today. What did you just say? Ludi Harpastum? A most famous festival for girls and boys, known for having 15 days of games and joy? Ludi Harpastum is a carnival of songs, wine, and flight. The champion of the games will then choose a young maiden. At the climax of the festival, the maiden will throw the Harpastum into the crowd. The lucky lad who picks it up will be richly rewarded and receive 1 year's worth of good fortune. And after that, we all get to join a night-long feast, with bards singing of wondrous times when the world was at peace. Hold on, lad. So why do we dally at the Ludi shall we rally? It's time to I mean, Venti keeps, you know how Venti is. He only has two things on his mind, wine and a good time. If you insist on going to this Ludi, then listen well. Do not touch that ball. The festival is not meant for us small folks. The magnates will not like you taking part in their joy. I hear and heed your advice, stealer of apples, but if you think yourself a gentle soul, then my rhymes can best those of Barbados. Do as you wish, lad. It's been a while since any tongue dared to grace the song of the winds. Guess the Harpastum this year, young Lord Lawrence will be getting it again for the 5th time. That spoilt lordling is such a pig. He's been taking what he fancies and now he's after the girls as well. Hush. What happens to the girls? You're not from these parts. The old tradition where the champion chooses the maid to toss the Harpastum, right? Those traditions are over, young Barca. Lawrence, son of the city lord, canceled the games. He now chooses a girl to his liking and gets the Harpastum himself. That's not the end of it. After the feast, he'll take that poor lass home and, oh man, Lawrence clan is despicable. Barca Lawrence, son of the city lord. The tower looks pretty new, the statue is still here. I suppose it's safer to have the girls toss the ball from up there. Crowds can get pretty wild at times. There she is. Nobody's picking up the ball. Oh right, the apple dealer told me this Ludi is not meant for the people. This fat lord must be Barca the Lord. Your reign of greed ends here, porkling. Venti got bars, okay? Venti got bars. How dare you? That's my ball, you foul peasant. I can't find your name on this ball. Thus spake the rules, ancient and clear. The one who picks up the ball deserves the prize and some beer. Who the hell are you? You to talk to me about rules. I'm Venti the Bard, traveler, musician, and rhyming star. Just a beggar with songs. Hand the ball over and I'll consider forgiving your slights. Foul villain, do you know who I am? I'm Barca Lawrence. I'm heir to the most powerful dynasty of Mondstadt. We are the city's divine and stalwart defenders against Ursa the Drake. Wow, I'm impressed. This ball belongs to me. Games are meant to be played by the rules, but perhaps you missed that while sleeping through school. Vile knave! Get him! Whoa! Arrest this foreign knave! Don't let him get away with this! Need to get away from the crowds. Ugh! Did I just run into a brick wall? Flame touch Murad. Here? You alright? Good lady. Your heart is stone. Lucky for me, I didn't break any bones. Hold it right there. Lion's tooth, yo, Vennessa belt, bro. Okay, curses people say the lion's tooth has never tasted defeat in the arena. These savage slaves are quick to anger. Step aside if you know what's good for you, slave. I know you speak our tongue. Obey the lord of the city and hand over that cur. Alright. I'm leaving. You'll be sorry, though. Sister Vennessa, you're back. Here are your herbs. There's apples? Huh? Listen, people. That is all. I now leave Lynn to your care. Stop right there, slave. I told you that you'll be sorry, right? I got my lord father to buy you and your clan. You belong to the House of Lawrence now. Feel on your skin the breaths of spring, herald of freedom and the bane of kings. And people be sleeping on the job. Well, we talked at the same time. I'll go first. Thank you for what you did this morning. If it weren't for you, I would have not escaped that lordly, that fat, thick, but helping me seems to have landed you in prison. Prison matters not to me. I'm a slave warrior of the arena. This entire city is just a bigger prison for my kin and I. And stop the rhyming, it irks me. Alright, warrior. This temper of yours is very Maraudin. Maraudin? Ah, a strong and proud people who dwell on the volcanic slopes of the west. The children of Murata, the Lady of Fire, are a hardy people blessed with a head of fiery red hair, but they are few in number and seldom seen in the north. The Lady of Fire. She's also the Lady of War. Back in those days, warriors from every tribe would perform rites of combat and celebrate victories in her name. Come to think of it, she can be pretty obnoxious at times. You speak as though you're from those times. How old are you truly? Speaking of which, where is your elder? He should have taught your people these knowledge. For as long as I can remember, my people have spent generations wandering in the seas of grass. Everyone was hungry. There is no time for legends or stories. The elders taught us what we need to survive. The art of combat. Oh. So how did you and your kin end up in Mondstadt? In a winter 10 years ago, we were hounded by Ursa the Drake who starved us for 4 days. Wow, that was quite a tale. I guess I should introduce myself. The name's Venti, a bard who sings for the people. Here is my partner, a lyre I call Der Himmel, or the heavens in common tongue. Wait, did you name your lyre? Hear me, fiery-haired dame. Every being deserves a name to be called upon, and then woven into a song. So, will you share your fair name? Vennessa. I am thinking about adding your name to my songs, Vennessa. My name wouldn't rhyme very well. How about this? Will you be my friend, Vennessa? Friend? I suppose we could start with that. Celestia. And so the great heroes will be chosen by the gods to dwell with them in Celestia. They will become immortal and protect the world with the gods. So pray, for the gods will hear the faithful. I offer these words, but the gods did not hear us. Can you tell me something about Celestia? Perhaps you should leave this place first. There's plenty of time for songs about Celestia. I'll stay here. House Lawrence is our current master. My kin will be punished if I run away. My final battle will be held tomorrow. According to our contract, I'll just need to win 12 battles, and they will give my people freedom. Listen to reason, Vennessa. You're dealing with people who cheat in the ballgame. You are asking me to abandon Lind and my kinspeople? I cannot do that, Venti. Vennessa, staying here will be a poor choice. Leave with me and I'll guarantee freedom for your people. We've heard those words before. Most of my kin had forgotten what it meant to be free. We must fight and claim our own freedom. We cannot beg for it. We must not kneel for it. Freedom given freely is only a guise for another shackle. Well, since you've put it this way, I'm afraid I must part ways with you here. Hey, slave! Rise and shine, redhead. It's time for your sorry kin to fight the final battle. Me and my kin? Move it, you savages! Get this dirty lot outside the city wall. Faster! The people can't wait to see you fight. Lion's Tooth Vennessa! I, Lord Lawrence, hereby announce your final challenger, Ursa the Drake. Despite slighting my son, I'm a forgiving master. Defeat the Drake and you'll win your freedom for you and your people. Easy, right? No way! Murderer! Alright, let's up the ante. If you defeat the Drake, I'll hand over my property and the keys to Mondstadt and the keys of Mondstadt to you. Am I not generous, O Lord Vennessa? They will kill us. We're going to die. Give them a fair fight, Lord Lawrence. The small folks are rioting. Let them riot. I've promised Great Ursa an offering for a lasting peace. If anyone wants to be a hero, throw him outside the walls with those savages. Parafighters, keep the elderly and children in the center. Back to the city. Loose arrows. There's no retreat from this arena. God dang, bro. Savages. And I'm not talking about Vennessa's piece. I'm talking about the Lawrence clan. Whew. Vennessa going hard, though. The hour is nigh, children under the resolute sky. No, the desolate sky. Oh my gosh. Yo, Venti with the... Yo, Venti with the... Yo, you know what? Yep. Let the winds be your guide. Whoa. Vad retro Draco. Venti, how did you... You the wind god? Vennessa, can I add your names to my songs this time? I'm happy to be a part of your songs, Venti. You'll be more than just a part. You are the hero of this new saga. You fought bravely for the freedom of your people, so allow me to fight for your freedom as well. After all, we're very good friends. Before I leave, Lord Lawrence, you said that if Vennessa wins, you will hand over your property and the keys of Mondstadt as well, right? Play by the rules, for the gods are no fools. I love that scene. Okay, and so peace and order was restored to fair Mondstadt, just as I intended when I raised the city after the first wars. My children deserve the joys of songs and dance, and the right to overthrow vile tyrants, to defend justice and fight against the odious. Flame-haired Vennessa founded the Ordo Favonius. Does entering Celestia make you a god? At the end of the sagas of flame-haired Vennessa, the gods gave her a seat in Holy Celeste. In other distant worlds, Pangu gave his blood to form the rivers and seas. The gods sacrificed Purusha and cut his body to pieces, and then fashioned all living beings with those parts. The brain of the giant Ymir became clouds. Their sacrifices seeded life in the unliving cosmos. These songs sing of the primeval ones. Yo, our girl Vennessa made it to Celestia, boys! Okay. She's still keeping watch over Mondstadt after all these years. Now I wonder if the world became a little bit stronger. She's always hoped to see that happen. So my thing is that, is this prologue supposed to be Venti telling us the story in current time at the end? Like this last scene, is that supposed to be Venti telling like us, the traveler, the story as we get to like, you know, as we were in the Mondstadt area? I don't think this is like in the past where Venti met Vennessa. I think this is like later on. But overall, good chapter. I liked it a lot. So you kind of learned a lot about the Lawrence clan, and you kind of have some more, you know, idea about the misgivings and evil deeds that they performed back then. But also, you get to see the story of Vennessa. You get to learn a little bit about the Pyro Archon and her children of Murata, which are basically her descendants. So I hope to see more children of Murata once we, you know, we get to Natlan. That's going to be dope. Land to the west. But other than that, I hope you guys look forward to the rest of the series. This was chapter 0. I plan to try and do maybe not every day, but every other day. Yeah, 16 chapters, or maybe every day. We'll see. I'll just upload it. I'll make sure to upload all of them before Sumeru gets here. That's for sure. But yeah, if you guys want to, you know, follow along with this, feel free to, you know, hit that subscribe button or just drop a like if you just enjoyed the video. Other than that, I hope every single last one of you guys, you know, keep burning bright embers. And until then, Latom. I can't do the Latom thing here because I don't have it set up, but Latom!
I stay cooking in the stove like I'm Jean Lane. Get too close, I put that flame on you like two town mates. Try to run, you won't get far. My gun, you got sniper aim. One day when we find our sibling, we'll see brighter days. Yeah, wishing for brighter days, wishing for finer things, like a 5-star name.